the defense to come down and collapse leads to open three opportunities.
Clark nudged by Carrington.
Trash talk is a staple in basketball, but if you direct it at Caitlin Clark, get ready. She won't just respond with words. She'll drop 30 points, drain logo range threes, and turn the moment into a highlight reel.
Responded to by Marina Mabry. And here is Clark, wide open, knocks down a triple.
Well, Clark runs Carrington into Alyssa Thomas.
Since entering the league, Caitlin Clark has faced constant pressure, opponents trying to shake her and fans shouting insults. But the truth is, it only fuels her. Let's revisit the moments she blocked out the noise and delivered.
30-point game of the season, and an enemy territory gets this kind of salute.
A defining moment came in a high-stakes college showdown in March 2024 against undefeated South Carolina. With overrated chants echoing through the arena, Caitlin just smiled and answered with deep threes and crisp passes, completely flipping the crowd's mood. When the game ended, those once loud fans were silent, heads down, clearly embarrassed. Best of all, every second of their stunned reactions was captured on camera as Caitlin Clark stayed calm and dominated. She closed out that night with 42 points, sending a clear message. Challenging her is a risk. Fast forward to March 26, 2023, in the Elite Eight, Hailey Van Lith from Louisville brought the trash talk, shouting at Clark after scoring, trying to break her focus. But by the final buzzer, Van Lith was exhausted, and Caitlin Clark was unstoppable, dropping a 42-point triple-double that propelled Iowa into the Final Four and eventually the national championship game.
I don't know what that means.
That game also delivered a legendary moment. More than just scoring, it was about control. With 3 minutes left and Louisville setting an inbound play, Clark glanced at Van Lith and said, "You're down 15, shut up."
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
That cutting line summed up Clark's competitive edge, intensity backed by performance. She closed the game strong, leading Iowa to a 97-83 victory. But a new chapter began in the WNBA. Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky, June 1st, 2024.
Three, Clark. Will they give her a rebound? They will, I'm guessing, but they'll also give her a travel. So Clark up to 9 boards, but she turns it over.
On the bench, Angel Reese hyped her teammates after a tough foul. Once she checked in, she brought the same energy, going straight at Caitlin Clark with intensity that matched the game's heated pace.
Mabry doubled off to Carter. Her jumper is good. Kennedy Carter now with 12 points off the bench.
They tried to rattle Clark, but she stayed composed. No arguing, no retaliation, just focus. Despite heavy contact, she kept slicing through defenders, draining threes, and setting up teammates. Indiana took control as Clark let her game speak for itself.
Wheeler hits the deck, an opportunity here for Chicago. Here is Carter. Kicking it out, Evans fakes the three, takes the two, and knocks it down. A lot of contact from Reese on Clark underneath.
Just when things seemed to settle down, tensions flared again. On June 10th, 2024, during a matchup with Connecticut, Dejounte Carrington delivered a hard hit mid-drive and taunted Clark afterward, ignoring the call.
Turned to you a little bit?
Yeah. I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
That's enough.
Clark didn't forget. In their next matchup, she did what she does best. Let her game do the talking. She blew past Carrington and drilled a deep three right in front of her, closing the game with flair.
Responded to by Marina Mabry. And here is Clark, wide open, knocks down a triple.
Well, Clark runs Carrington into Alyssa Thomas.
But Clark wasn't done. Later in that game, she hit Carrington with a ruthless crossover, leaving her completely stuck and unable to recover, effectively removing her from the play.
What does Clark have up her sleeve this time? Oh, she gets it to go. Maybe could have got a foul there.
Interview 14. Indiana secured the win, making one thing clear. Provoking Caitlin Clark only ignites her fire. Still, veteran Diana Taurasi had warned ahead of the season, predicting a rude awakening. That matchup had fans buzzing. When Phoenix faced Indiana, anticipation was sky high. Taurasi talked plenty, but Clark stayed composed, leading Indiana with an aggressive, relentless effort.
Hopper back out to Taurasi for three. Clark with the board.
Diana Taurasi has 48 triples coming into the game.
Go! Clark deep three, and the lead is down to 5. Clark, nice feed. Wallace with the layup.
After the game, when reporters asked about Taurasi's earlier comments, Clark just smiled. No drama, no retaliation. Her dominant performance said everything she needed to.
Your idols, how big is it for you to get a win here against her today?
I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her.
Her message was clear. The scoreboard did the talking. Caitlin Clark's signature move is letting her game silence the critics. Then came coach Cheryl Reeves' headline-making decision to leave her off the Olympic roster.
Caitlin Clark might make you want to lose every game, but not here, not in Minnesota.
Delivered a poetic moment. Clark shook a Minnesota defender with a ruthless crossover, a move that felt like a response to Reeve, who once dismissed her with, "Not in Minnesota."
Clark.
The bottom line? Challenge Caitlin Clark, and you'll pay for it. She won't just win, she'll make sure it stings. Carrington, Reese, Taurasi, they all tried, and they all got burned. Stay tuned for more stories like this.